So let's make this so-called wristband and see what happens. And yeah, I know what will happen. We will make it and it will be good. Because nothing else can happen. Since, you know, if you put enough time and effort, everything will be just fine. Let me see the whole picture here first. Okay, this is the dog. This is part of the whole picture basically. Okay, this is the wristband that we are doing now. Let's make the thickness of it. Extrude all polygons inward. Fat, okay. Alright, now move topology and take this. Move it back and down a bit. I think it's good. It's good. Of course. And now we can make it leather. Of course, it's not like we will make it leather. It will be brownish and with without too much glares than the material. When we put the material, it will be with less specular, because leather, yeah, sometimes its specularity is big. It could be. We have to figure it out, but yeah, it's not time for materials just yet. We'll make the materials when we did or when we do what? I'm forgetting what I'm saying because I'm thinking about some other stuff. Sometimes while I'm recording, there are some distractions. For example, my phone, some message on my phone or whatever. So little distractions, but I kind of manage to handle them. So the materials will be after we make the pose, because the pose will determine either our character will be good or bad looking. Yeah, the pose is pretty important, and after that it will be materials and stuff like this. Maybe after the pose even we will make also the fiber mesh, although I will make the pose because in the concept she's a little bit rotated. I mean, this shoulder, her left shoulder, is more in front than the other one, and we'll see how we will make this pose. It seems easy, but it's kind of like the pelvis. This side should be a little bit more up than this, and then this shoulder should be more up. So it will be like this and this. They will form this kind of a triangular shape. Not triangular exactly, but they will not point in the same direction. This will point like this, and this will point exactly down. This will point up, and this down. Probably we will make it like this, but we have to make some tryouts, see what's working best for us, and we will do it. Crease it, and then dynamic subdivide at 4, always at 4. It's cool. It looks a bit thin. It's not as thick as possible as we wanted it to be, or do we want it to be thick? I'm not sure. But it's not super thick. We don't care. It's good. Maybe we can inflate it a bit. Okay. I think this is fine. And now I will apply subdivisions and then go to our stitch brush, which is the standard brush, of course. Get the alpha again because we have lost it. And make it kind of this color. And then let's try red for those things. Okay, red for the stitching, it will work, but if we make the color itself a bit more yellowish, and I think then red will be very nice. Let's see. It's not very nice, but it's kind of different. I don't want everything to be with yellow stitches. Let some things will be with red stitches. Okay. And maybe I will make one metal plate to put in there. And also, we'll go down subdivisions, disable the alpha, and just make some things just not to look so flat and empty. Like this, like this. Maybe flatten it a bit with the high polish brush. High polish brush is my favorite brush for flattening. There are other brushes like Trim Dynamic, for example. You can use that, of course, but my choice is this. So everybody has their choice. You can do whatever you want. And just a few battle damages here and there. And we will continue with the fitness tracker. Maybe we will not make yeah, let's dig something here. For example, life. Love life. Why not? It's nothing super original, of course, but still, it's cool. Love life. Maybe it should be more black inside, so I will go to my alpha brush and pick up this color with C over the color and then C, and then I will go darker, and then I will go inside like this. And why it's darker inside? Because it was carved long time ago, and since then a lot of dirt has accumulated in these cracks, and that's why it's darker. I will make darker also some of those, and we are fine. So this is Love Life. Okay, let's go to the fitness tracker, a little bit a brighter color, and we should make the fitness tracker now. I will zoom in to see what kind of fitness tracker is this, and it's kind of I haven't seen like that. In the concept is metal one, so parts of it are metal, parts of it are not metal, and the inner part of it is kind of a red, which I want to do, so I will do this. Let me see. So we have this, and let me think a bit. I'll duplicate it, and then this thing, I will just erase those lines and some of the other ones too, because it will be much easier for me to form this kind of thing like that. More straightforward with the same thickness everywhere, and then I will be able to enlarge it a little bit. And then we have this, which will be the inner part of this watch, if we can say so. Let's put it in the middle and make it smaller. Smaller, I say, okay. Like this. So this will be the inner part. Let's see if we can make it look nice. On her wrist, let me show you how it looks. It looks like we have some thick reddish thing inside, and then over it is the watch itself, or the fitness tracker, or whatever. And the fitness tracker is kind of a metal thing here, and then we have some kind of a wristband, and then we have some warning sign. So it's a modernistic thing a bit. We can make it, I think, although I haven't thought about it this way. but probably we should make it like this. Okay, so first we go to the red thing in the inside and just make it very thick. Flip it and then press D to subdivide it. Let's crease it at 2 because we don't have enough polygons, and then 4. And then we go with the big move brush and just adjust it so it's the same distance from the skin on all the everywhere the same distance from the skin for this red part. Okay, when we know what we want to do, it's easier because it's just a matter of thinking how to do it, which is not exactly super easy, but we can do it, and then it's just to do it, you know, it's nothing too complicated. So let's go to this one and just enlarge it. So this is the plastic thing, and we can we have to make it the same thickness because in the concept it's not a different thickness everywhere, it's the same thickness. This plastic thing, the wrist strap I mean, and the metal part also is the same thickness with the wristband, only the reddish thing is with a different thickness. So we have to take care of that. Let's paint this red just for fun. It will be some kind of a, you know, more killed red and not super bright red, I guess. But we haven't been able to do it, I don't know why. Okay, we're on it, let's see. Let me see it, it's here. Let's fill it. Because RGB intensity is super low, we will put it to 100 and then we'll be able to do it. Now it's fine. Let's go to some other color and we will do a wrist strap here. So we should first make the metal part. Let's think about the metal part. I don't know if it should be like it's in the picture, but something like that will be fine. So duplicate this, and this will be our metal part. It should be this long, for example, and they're hidden, and we will have this thing which should be the metal part, basically. It should have a bit of an arch, and it should have a screen, little screen at one side. So the screen will not cover the whole area of it, only on one side. So let's test how it will be done. So first do this, then the screen will be in here. So it will be this area will be the screen. At least that's the plan. We'll see how it will go. If we'll go as planned. So this is the metal part. Let's take it and then extrude it like this. Shouldn't be super thick. Flip it. And then let's extrude. Make this a polygroup, different polygroup. And then extrude only this polygroup down. So it's it's visible that it's a screen. At least for us. And let's press D to dynamically subdivide. Of course, we again will go to crease, probably at 2, to have sharper lines. And then we will increase the dynamic subdivisions. Let's see it now. It doesn't look super bad. It even looks kind of good. Then here, we should do what we always do. Which is what? I will show you now. First let's just push this inward, because this plastic wrist strap is a little bit more inside, like this. We will delete parts of these polygons here, so delete polyloop, delete it. And if you, when you click, you delete kind of like this, you notice this orange, little orange line. Where it points, there will be the loop. So now it points upward, so it will delete this loop. If it points downward, it will delete this loop. So that's very, very easy. Nothing to worry about. Let's take this and make it like the concept. End of the wristband. And let's take this and just put it right here. Of course, we should insert a few more edge loops and then move them into position. I think this is okay. Move topology brush will help us to align those things, and we should be fine. Let's see. Yeah, it's kind of good. And again, not the best, not perfect, but it's good enough, I think, for us. And yeah, because you see, perfect, I told you already, if you remember, perfect will take us much longer time to do. So if you do it, do the job like 85%, which is most of the time enough, with 85% quality, you will take, for example, 3 days or 1 week. 1 week for 85%, okay. If you want to get to 95%, it will take you another week. If you want to get to 100%, it will take you 2 more weeks, for example. So as the longer you work on one project, maybe, just maybe, you can make it better, but it will take you a long time. So the best works I've seen in ArtStation, for example, most of the time, the best works take like between month and 2 months. Maybe sometimes I've seen works that are super nice, and yeah, I know the author, for example, and I know that he was working like 3 months on them. So if you want to work on portfolio, you better spend some time. If you want to work on work pieces, you have to have fast workflow, or at least it will be good to have a fast workflow. Okay, so now we will extrude this inward. Let's extrude, not delete. Extrude all polygons inward. Flip it. Then press D for dynamic subdivision. Crease it at 1. Yeah, because this will be kind of a rubber. And go at 4. Then just take it over the red stuff. So we have kind of a one thing over the other and stuff like this. It's just looking good when we have it. I will take this and put it over. They shouldn't go into each other. They should go one over the other, because that's how physics work. It's rarely something is going into something. It's just when kits are made. But that's another topic, you know. And it's not exactly like this, because there's a hole and something enters the hole, and here we don't have a hole, we have just something enters something and it's like penetrating it without a hole, which is odd, strange. Yeah, let's make this grayish, this part. The red part should remain gray, red. I don't know why it's not red. Let's fill this with gray. Go to the red part again and Control Z until it's red again. Okay, it's good. And now we'll go to this part, make it brighter, mRGB, metal, fill object, and now it's metal. It's pretty light, so it's not heavy metal, but it's so it's fine. What I will do also here is accept the subdivisions here. So let's apply the subdivisions on this particular piece, and we will continue in the next video. Alright.